Hello, hi, how are you doing? That felt weird. I have 4 different types of teas, 2 by one brand, and then 2 kind of other random brands, and we're comparing pre-sweetened tea. I'm going to be comparing kind of the taste for hot versus cold, and then I also want to be comparing the leaf and the quality of the leaves, and we'll see how it works. I hope pretty okay. Scissors. They're all the way across the room. Excuse me, pardon me. Okay. So this first company is a company I actually did a review in. They were one of my first reviews. Their name is Brew Tea. They have sweetened pre-sweetened quality crafted tea bags. So this is a cinnamon oolong chai. So it's a dark oolong tea base blended with sharp chai spices and extra cinnamon complemented with coconut palm sugar. Oh wow, that is actually not at all what I was expecting. The leaves are like not really leaves, more like just little pieces. This is the brand Southern Breeze Pre-Sweetened 0 Calories Cold Brew Black Tea. Really interested in seeing like what this one looks like. Oh, I totally did this weirdly. So this one also has very small little particles. If this felt like if I had to put this in an actual tea strainer, I could imagine these just being all over my tea, which would bug the heck out of me. So this is bergamot infused coffee leaf tea is blended with crisp peppermint and a hint of organic cane sugar already in the bag. It's quite interesting because you can see all those little pieces of sugar in there. Like it's very, very evident. It looks like there's like one little flower, maybe a bergamot flower. That's really satisfying. So this one is a brand that everyone else should be kind of familiar with. It's, you know, Lipton. And so then I also, oh my goodness, I also did it in hot form, even though it's technically a cold brew kind of. So this is the really interesting thing. There's not really an overwhelming leader in quality of leaf, because they all are kind of minced up. As you can see, it looks like this one also has little bits of like sugar or something in it, so that's interesting. I have heard that when you're going to cold brew, if you have whole leaves, that's actually worse. If you have like the whole leaves, there's not enough surface area, and that cold brewing actually will result in like a worse cold brew. So actually having it like this is better for cold brew. Now, so many tea particles. I'm gonna just be sticking my fingers in this. It's also interesting seeing like the different quantities of leaf in each package. Like this one has like the most leaves in it, and I would say this one has like the least amount in it. So that's just really interesting, and I'm interested to see how it kind of comes out and plays out. These two are like the same kind of black tea thing, and Brew kind of does all types of tea with like sweetener, not sweetener, but you know, like a sweetness factor in it. So it's not a side by side comparison necessarily, but it is kind of like more of a quality taste and just seeing kind of what I like. Do I like these teas? Who knows? My little noodle arms. Since this one said though to like brew a big amount, I just did. So this is Lipton Southern Sweet Tea, specifically blended for iced tea, pre-sweetened for a one-step prep. See, this isn't one-step prep though. One-step prep would be cold brewing. I feel like this is 4-step prep. So ingredients for this is orange pioche and pioche cut black tea, sucralose, nutritive sweetener, and pectin. I'm a little nervous about that because I'm not a fan of artificial sweetener. Oh. Oh. That's so sweet. This also, like, I don't mind slightly sweetened tea. Like, I'll drink it, you know, I normally drink tea without sweetener in it, sometimes I have honey in it. It depends. But if there's like sweet tea at a party, I'll drink that. Like, I'll always go for tea no matter what. This is sugar water to me. I can't taste any of the tea, which is a waste of tea. Like, I don't want sugar water. Oh, too much. I don't know who's gonna drink that in my house, but it's not gonna be me. Oh, no. Why are you so... This just I mean, okay. This is a smaller quantity, so I use like a big bag for a smaller quantity, and I use like 2 bags for this. So I understand why this would be so kind of like concentrated, but it has a weird feeling to it. There's like the sweetness, and then there's like a wall, and then like an after flavor of almost like the tea, maybe. I can literally only taste the sweetness. So this is now Embrew Peppermint Earl Grey, and then so the exact ingredients are coffee leaf tea, raw organic cane sugar, peppermint, silicene, Burma extract. I can't say that word. Flower petals and natural vanilla flavor. Okay. I can literally. So it says brew in 1 step, ethically sourced, loose leaf grade. So, loose leaf grade, resteepable 2 times. Take it on the go. Smells good. See, this one's cool. The Earl Grey aspect of this, like, I think I can taste more of like the bergamot and the peppermint, but like the actual tea, not as much. So I would have probably liked to see a little bit more. But then again, I've never had, I guess I should say, I've never had Earl Grey that wasn't black tea. So I know exactly what that tastes like. I don't know what this coffee leaf tea, I don't. But this is hecka, I can't say hecka. This is like really refreshing. I like that. Okay, so I can taste the sweetness more in the hot version than the cold version. So that leads me to think that I think this tea would be best if you can use it once as like a hot brew and then use it again, like take the leaves that are already used, put it in like a container like this, put it in your fridge. So this won't be sweet, but this one will be like sweeter. I'm sorry. Oh my. So even this though, it's like a sweetness that's not really overwhelming. Like this, just the sugar overwhelms every single aspect of the tea. Like that is sugar water. This, you can tell that there's other elements besides sweetness, which is a really delicate balance. I think that some companies really struggle with that, but this one seems to do it pretty well. Alright, so this one's pre-sweetened, 0 calorie. That's what I'm nervous about. This one has sucralose in it. And I'm nervous about that because sucralose is not necessarily my favorite taste. Southern Breeze Cold Brew Sweet Iced Tea is made with real tea leaves in a pre-sweetened bag that you can cold water brew, steep, chill, and enjoy. With no sugar. Sugar! Why did they repeat that twice? So you can sip and share glass after guilt-free glass. 0 calories meet heavenly hospitality. I really wish though that they told me where it's sourced. I'm gonna have to do some digging on their website because I would love to. Did I mix this up? Wait a second. One, I just like dripped all over myself. I totally mixed up these. This is totally that. And it makes more sense. I'm gonna laugh at myself because insert clip of me saying, oh, these should go together. Because I clearly labeled everything. Okay, but I was not happy with that sip, so. That's so weird. This one's almost more sweet than this one. So the first sip that I just took again of this one, it almost tastes like water first. Because this one is so sweet and it almost like hurts my jaws. I don't... Why would you... I'm not also Southern. Big shock. I sound Canadian, but I'm from Michigan. It happens. I wasn't raised on sweet tea. I was raised on just like normal black tea, if that. Like my grandma makes sun tea, and so we drink that. This, I could not see mixing lemonade with this, which is what I normally would do in like the summer or something. Nope, 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 nope. I'll try it hot. Don't do this one hot. Oh, don't do that one. So, that is really weird thing. I don't want to slam any brands. This is just my personal opinion, personal preferences, personal taste. If you really like sweet tea, you might really like these. There's like water all over my desk now. Like, it's really interesting to me to see this and this tea. My lips taste so sugary. Okay. Like, it's really interesting for me to see this tea and this tea hot, because these are formulated for cold brew. And technically so is this one. Like, so is this one. It has like the small little fragments of tea. Like, that's kind of equivalent to cold brew. But it's able to be hot. These just don't taste right. Like, there's no versatility. You are going to be having this cold, or you are not having it all. Okay. So I snuck a peek at this one. I'm still laughing at myself for getting it wrong, but you know, whatever happens, happens, right? So it's an interesting cinnamon oolong chai. I've never had a chai with an oolong, so that'll be interesting. Oh. Perks of living at home. I hear everyone. Oolong tea, organic coconut palm sugar, cinnamon bark, ginger root, cocoa nibs, chicory, cardamom. Natural spicy cinnamon flavor, black peppercorn, and cloves. A lot of ingredients there, that's probably why there's so much. Who knows? So. Why do I keep dripping on this one? Again, I don't taste as much sweet in this. Like, when cold brewing, I wonder if, I don't know, because I feel like if you leave sugar in water, like, enough, like, it'll eventually kind of absorb the flavor, you know? But it's an interesting taste. I'm not sure how I feel about it cold, to be honest. I can taste, I think it's the, if I say this wrong, I mean I've already said it wrong then. Cocoa nibs? Cocoa nibs? Cocoa. I think that's kind of what's throwing me off, because I'm tasting this kind of like almost a little spicy, and then all of a sudden it's like chocolate. Or like a little hint of chocolate. I'm like, so let's do it hot. Okay. So it's a certain amount of sweetness, again, that comes out when it's hot brewed. This kind of tastes, I wouldn't say this is like a cinnamon oolong chai for me. I would say this is along the lines of almost like a chocolate oolong, because I can only taste, I can only smell the chocolate like aspect to it. Yeah, so I still like it, but I would say that this is not necessarily a cinnamon oolong chai. But I like it. I would kind of more label it as like a chocolate oolong. It's just weird. I'm gonna declare this one like the obvious winner because I love this one. I don't know what I was trying to say. I really like this one. I think it's really refreshing and it's not overwhelming. Then I probably would go with like chocolate oolong. I wonder if it's just me and my taste buds, because sometimes people taste different things. And that's crazy, but maybe it's like the coconut and the coconut palm sugar and like the cocoa. I don't know. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 negative points, negative-ish point. This has more variety into it, and this is, I think, going to appeal more to those who like trying different types of tea, who still like tasting the actual tea and not just like the sugar, but they still like it slightly sweetened. Like, this appeals to a lot of tea lovers that I know. This does not appeal to many of the tea lovers that I know. And that's just it, and that's just how it's gonna be. And that's my final thoughts. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with like some of this tea now. Like, I'm probably gonna throw it out. So I hope you enjoyed this little experiment analysis, and leave a comment on which one of these you'd like to try, or if you would like to do this kind of experiment, or if you have another experiment that you think I should try, maybe like a comparison of all my Earl Greys or all my, whatever. I don't know. Who knows? Have a good one.